This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. 50 years after the events of the final Harry Potter books, and Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote an entire series of fan fiction books based on Hogwarts. This is book 1 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys. Oh, hello, Hamoras, everybody. I'm so sorry. This is a belated update that I just have not done on this podcast feed, and I apologize for the fact that there has not been an episode of this podcast for a very long time. Many people have reached out to me and asked if the most recent episode, which must have come out a few months ago now, The Man with No Anus, was the last chapter. Someone did comment that it was an abrupt ending. No, it is not the last chapter. There are still, I believe, 4 chapters left in the book. The podcast has been on hold because Melbourne, Australia, where I live, as well as various other parts of Australia, are in lockdown. There is a huge COVID surge. There is a huge push for us all to get vaccinated, which I highly recommend you do if you haven't already. I am 1/2 vaccinated on my Pfizer. I am ready to get my second dose, but the podcast is currently on hiatus. I apologize for not putting some messaging out earlier. The reason for it is I was doing a few Zoom episodes, and they were all right. They were fine. But I just feel like Harry Potter and the Boys, reading the book, it works so much better in person. There's a bit of just a weirdness when you're doing this specific podcast over Zoom, I find. It's hard to kind of get on the same wavelength as people. So I really want to just save these last 3 or 4 chapters to when I can get people over to my house recording again, which is what I really want to do. I apologize again for not having any episodes recently and no messaging either. There is more. It is not finished. It will be coming back. And I'll be getting like a bunch of new guests as well as regular guests, like Sammy Garlep will be back. Zach Miller will be back. Jackie Hatton will be back. So yeah, please bear with me. I really appreciate you hanging on, and I hope that you're all safe and well wherever you live and whatever the current circumstances are where you're from with COVID and everything else in this big bad world. That being said, if you do want to hear more of me, I would love for you to head to my website, radiomike.com.au. Check out some of my other content. I recently launched a 3-part comedy series called Mic Check, which you can find on my website. That is up there on YouTube, my channel as well. If you'd like to keep in touch, radio.mike on Instagram, radiomikepod@gmail.com, or just wherever you can find me, send me a message. I'll probably get it at some point, radiomike.com.au/content. And my main podcast, 20th Century Boy, which is more about the day in the life of me, I'd love for you to check that out as well. I have a lot of ideas for when lockdown ends, when I can talk to people again. So I'd love for you to stay tuned. Please don't unsubscribe. Please wait patiently, as you have been for the next few episodes of this podcast. And then we'll get on to book 2, which hopefully will be even funnier than book 1. I can't wait, and I really appreciate all of you for listening. Oh, and the final plug, if you do want to support me, patreon.com/radiomike. There's a bonus podcast every week with my editor and producer, Pat, who has appeared on Harry Potter and the Boys, so I'd love for you to get around that. As little as $1 a month really goes a long way to helping me make the stuff I do, because it actually just costs money to host podcasts online, little hidden costs like that. So we're now at a point where we're paying off actually hosting these podcasts online and all my content online. But yeah, feel free to get in touch. I love hearing from you. I outlined it all earlier. So yeah, awesome guys. Sorry again, and thank you again. Love you long time. Goodbye, Hamoras. Reach out. Goodbye forever. Not forever. We are coming back. I can't stress that enough. I've now confused the messaging. I'm going to stop talking right now. Goodbye. And I've talked again. See you later. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.